welcome back to another edition of Neon Trash. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer, hanging out with a big group of motherfuckers. I got the dreaded Drunken Gamer.
It's kind of a small group.
Well, whatever. I've got Dale on his birthday. And I've got Adam McDouglies over here to my left.
How's it going, folks?
That is right. Like I said, it is this motherfucker's happy motherfucking birthday.
Old man dinner.
All right, boys. It's a hot, sweaty summer night, fucking northeastern Ohio. And we just ate some really spicy shit. We're drinking some potent beverages locally made. So, on that note, we're gonna rock some Evil Spawn. What is sexier than a late 80s, 1987 softcore horror movie with David Carradine. We're gonna check this bitch out.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's a trailer on the internet. And peep
That
shit!
Weirdest outro ever.
Hey, it worked.
Done watching the atrocious Evil Spawn. What in the absolute titty fuck was this movie? Because
it was more titty fuck than not.
Yeah.
it was boring as fuck. What a terrible.
But he was doing some drugs when they made this one.
Yeah, it was a weird combination. The story wasn't atrocious. They just needed to edit it before they fucking filmed it.
Yes.
Alright, the physical effects for the movie were fucking awesome, but were not even barely used. And they can't argue that all their budget went into it and it was the big reveal. It was a long, hot mess in between the cool shots. I like the idea, I like the story. They needed to trim this bitch up and show more of the physical, actual effects, because they were really decent.
Let me just say first and foremost that this was a perfect movie for Dale's birthday.
It was. When I say bad, when I say bad, I don't mean unenjoyable. I just mean like it was a shit.
It was an 80s cheese fest right to the face.
Fucking hell.
You know, it was a classic bad movie, but in the sense that like there's like B movies from the 50s and B movies from the 80s, which have a lot in common. This movie was definitely harkening back to the spirit of the 50s. It has John Carradine in this movie, and
A little bit.
Oh my god, yeah, very little bit. It's
Slightly.
like it advertises it prominently, but he's only in for a little bit, and geez, he is old as fuck in this movie.
He's like 90 and he
I didn't even
dies.
know
They
it was
move
He's
on.
barely reciting his lines. I mean, it's still awesome to see him, but it's like,
He may or may not have actually died on the set of this
He
film.
was even mentioning he was about to die
Yeah.
in the movie. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm about to die.
yeah, literally died. Okay.
Know what to say about this movie, really. Like, I was really bored for a lot of it. Like, it like started out where it was like some sort of like almost like Muppet sort of like horror movie and like, oh, this looks cool, and then all of a sudden nothing happened for 45 minutes. I don't really even understand the plot at the end of the day. Like, I don't know what happened. I just saw something cool happen at the beginning, and then like 45 minutes worth of like bullshit, and they tried to keep you interested with boobs, and half of the boobs I didn't care about. But no, this movie fucking sucks. I'd maybe give it a 4, maybe a 3.5. The only good parts were the fucking Jim Henson-esque like horror gore situations. Where Adam.
So in other words, what he's trying to say is more boobs, less expounding.
Well, no, that's not what I said at all. That's like the opposite.
For this movie, it works.
That's
Yes, more
the
boobs, less
opposite of what I
exposition,
said. The boobs didn't work for me. I wanted more of the Jim Henson, like, monsters,
Yes,
like
those were
killing
cool, those were
people. That's what I wanted.
Yes.
Dean can only come with puppets.
I agree. I mean,
Well, why
like,
you gotta tell everyone my secret, Dale?
I appreciate this movie for what it was. It's a great type of movie for this kind of night. So, yeah. It had, I mean, this movie, it's terrible, but it had some heart. I've seen some awful movies that didn't have so much heart. So, for that reason, I gotta give it a straight 5. I mean, it wasn't great, obviously, but it was damn entertaining.
I give this a fucking 2.75 as a movie. I give this thing an 8 as a drinking with your buddies film.
Oh, yeah.
This fucking movie's awful.
It was fun to make fun.
That's,
It was.
the Night Owl Theater behind the scenes video was a million times better than the entire goddamn 72-minute film.
It was. I mean, this is bargain basement trash, and it really only
Yeah,
deserves
what can you do?
2 or 3 stars.
Outright shrugs for days.
I hope it's been informative. Until the next time, tune in to Neon Trash.
Trash!
Love you guys. This movie sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry.